I started doing this a few minutes ago, and I was probably about 4 or 5 minutes in, and looked up and saw the camera. The eye of the camera was shut. I'm like, ah! There are probably the three big ones: Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. For new social media goes, the three big ones, the holy trinity, as it were. Let that sink in for you. Should one man have all that power? Well, I don't think any one person has all the power. There's a lot of people who you follow who I don't. I follow a couple people. One of your other people who left a video comment mentioned people I've never heard of, or I just don't pay attention to. There's a lot of stuff I just don't follow the world, I guess, as it were. Will Wheaton has a lot of people, 1.5 million, 3.2 Wheatons, as the Wheaton flies. He's huge on Twitter, one of the big ones. So yeah, if he were to share, my video or your video or whatever, it would, obviously, anytime he tweets anything, if I click on it immediately after he tweets it, like tweeted seconds ago, the website's always immediately slow. Just like, oh, it's lagging or crashing because Will Wheaton showed it off. Should he have that much? Well, it doesn't happen overnight. People subscribe to him for a reason. People subscribe to you for a reason. People look at my geek page for a reason, although that reason is different than the reason they follow you or Will Wheaton. Will Wheaton, to put it one way, is to an extent a self-made man because he had fame and whatever handed to him on a silver platter in the form of Star Trek, and he essentially rejected that because he wanted bigger ambitions or whatever, and then spent the next 10 years or so kicking himself or whatever. He is now a bigger celebrity because of himself and who he is, as opposed to any one role or character that he's ever played. Certain things help. Certain people will learn of him through the guild that didn't watch him before, didn't know who he was before because they're too young to remember Star Trek or just never explored that avenue. So he earned that. He's not just some big, huge corporation that people follow. And that's the key with the new social media. Should people have all that power? Well, I subscribe to Old Spice. You probably did too, because you chose to. You liked the videos of Isaiah Mustafa and thought they were hilarious, because they were. And so you could subscribe on your own. Nobody forced you. YouTube didn't say, hey, by the way, we're making you subscribe. Facebook might do something like that eventually. I don't think YouTube will, hopefully. The same thing with the Geek page that I run. The differences between the Geek page that I run and what you do is very little of what I put on there is created content from myself. Very, very little of it. Occasionally I'll put up a picture or something that I photoshopped, or I'll put up a quote that I thought of, but most of it is stuff that I jacked from other places around the internet. Hey, look at this picture over here, hey, look at this over here, including a video or two of yours, so it were. So should the big corporations have all that power, you say? Sure, why not? Because the people that they're going to tweet to or YouTube at or video, whatever, like I said, nobody's going to subscribe to Old Spice that they didn't choose to. If they subscribe to Nike or Reebok or whoever else, or Gatorade or whatever, companies, that's cool. Do they have the community around it? Not always. I don't know. I don't follow those things. The cool thing about the geek page that I run is the people. You said something similar. The comments and the people I've met, yourself included. Met being the operative term here as far as YouTube goes, or the internet goes. But I've met those people through the geek page, probably a dozen or two who would leave comments. This person's commenting quite frequently. They seem pretty awesome. Hey, cool. A huge difference between you and me is that your face is out there. You're like, hey, I'm Bud. Here's my face all up in your face, on the video screen. Whereas I hide behind the symbol or what have you. And people just say, hey, geek. That's the long and the short of it as far as my identity generally goes, unless I choose to reveal it otherwise, although I don't try to make it a secret of who I am generally, but it's easier for me to say hidden, I guess that's a whole other topic entirely, I suppose. Power. Power in the form of people. Showing people what's out there, showing people, hey, look at this over here. Which is, in essence, advertising. If only advertising yourself. Hey, look at me over here. When you tweet your own videos, when you share your own videos, say, hey, look at this. That's what it is at its heart. Newer forms of social media. It's all self-promotion, really. Read what I have to say. Look at what I have to show. Well, should I have all that power? Do you like what I put out? Do you like the things that I share? Do you like that I share your videos? Do you like that I share other people's videos? Then sure, why not? That's the key, is that if you don't like it, just click unsubscribe or don't look at what I post.